What's up, YouTube? It's been a little while since I did an update. I don't know, life gets in the way of shit. And every time I pick this damn camera up, I always say, oh, I'm making another little update, a little video. I never do. I got probably about 5 different videos where I've like started them and never finished them. So, yeah, here we are today. Engine's in, trans is in, drive shaft's in, car runs, drives, and stops. Had some issues with the brakes. I ended up needing a new brake booster. The car's it's a monster. I mean, definitely got the engine tuned in all the way. I'm still kind of new to this carb shit. I don't know if that's a Holley 600. I'm not sure if that's big enough. I had originally, when I had it started, I had a Edelbrock 500 CFM, which was way too small. I don't know, I mean, had some issues with the fuel system. The gas tank ended up having a hole in it. I think I'm gonna end up just buying a whole new gas tank because I think there's some rust in it, which is weird because it was like a brand new tank before I took the car apart. Get out of here, B. Damn, B's out. So this is, I think it's like 16th of October or something like that. 15th October. It is 15th. So this is where I'm at. I got the car running and rolling and stopping. I got, the radiator and all that shit together. The car runs pretty decent, man. It's all right for what it is. I mean, I don't really know what I was doing, so I kind of just winged it. But currently, right now, I'm actually starting on the body work. Really isn't too much in this car. I mean, I had to do the floor pans and whatnot, but yeah, well, I really just had to patch that. I probably could have just bought a whole new floor pan, but floor was pretty solid. So far, I have this spot right here, which I have off my donor vehicle. Somebody put new quarter panels on my old donor vehicle and they riveted them on, so I was able to just take the rivets out, basically keep the whole quarter panel. But even those ones, they're kind of rusted in a few spots too. So I'm going to be basically fabbing all this shit up. I mean, I'm not the best at it. I'm kind of just winging it as I go, but it'll work, Let's see, I'll show you another spot where I did over here. And this is all just like roughed in. I didn't put any filler on any of this shit. So, make sure this is recording. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't put any filler on that. That's just ground welds, man. I mean, I just tack welded that and ground welds. Once I put some filler on there, you won't even know that was there. That's also, I had to replace the inner and whatnot. There's really no other rust on this car. This spot, it wasn't rusted out. I think whoever had this car before tried to steal it or something, because this thing was gone. I don't know if you can see where, but I cut the striker plate area out and welded it in, basically just patched it in. I'm gonna have to dress this up a little bit. Seems like a couple of these welds can be ground down more, but like I said, this is inner structure. It doesn't need to be 100% perfect. I mean, I could put filler over this shit, nobody would ever fucking know. Some of these little spots, like right here, I put some spot welds to hold the striker thing in there. Besides that, this car is solid, man. I mean, it ain't perfect, that's for sure. I had to, do a bunch of this electrical and shit. Had my uncle help me with a little bit of it, and then he kind of backed off helping me. So I had to figure a lot of it out myself, which really wasn't all that hard. Obviously, I don't have like stock computer or any of that shit anymore. So far, I don't have the fuel gauge working. The volt gauge is working. Temperature gauge should be working. I don't really know what's going on. I think there's an issue with it not grounding properly, because basically, for what I gathered, the temperature gauge is like a variable ground. So I'm not sure. I grounded the wire out 100% and the gauge shot up. It shot to past 260. So I think the wiring's good. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. I mean, I don't know. Oil pressure is like way good in this car too, man. It's running right around 60 psi, 50 to 60 psi, which it should. It's a brand new rebuild, brand new fucking oil pump and all that shit. So I'll fade it right back. I'm gonna make sure this thing doesn't pop out of gear. That's what it likes to do. I'm gonna have to definitely do something with this shifter rod because it's hitting my headers. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll probably just get another one from a junkyard and fab it up or do something. You know, learning this fab shit as I go a little bit. So I'm kind of decent with it, I suppose. So, all right, give me 1 minute and I'll fade it right back in. All right, guys. So here's gonna be the, if I can get this damn key to work. Like I said, hear the fuel pump kick on. If I can get it to work. Here you go. So basically, that's what we're working with. See, it pops a little bit sometimes when I rev it up, but I don't know, it's going to take a little timing and situation, whatever, figuring it all out. So this is my update as of October 15th, 2021. About 2 years into making this car, roughly, from breaking it down to putting it back together. I don't know. Just ordered a bunch of body filler and sanding pads and all that shit too. So gonna paint all these jams. I think I'm gonna go black. I don't know, we'll see how I feel after I primer it and how it looks. I don't know how to paint, but I'm spraying this motherfucker myself. We're gonna make it do what it does, man. You know, I guess that's the only way to learn is to fuck it up. I didn't take these windshields out. I wanted to, but I think they'll be all right. I mean, I know I got to get a new windshield. The rear is straight, and I don't really, they don't move or anything, so I think they're sealed. So I'm just gonna leave them. If worst come to worst, if I find out they're leaking later, I'll remove them. I can always put a new fucking rail in there or whatever. So all right, guys. I don't know if this may be the end of this video, or if I decide to add some more, I'll fade it back in. Make sure you give me a like, subscribe, comment, share. You know, I don't know, man. I like sharing this shit. You know, this might not be a big deal to a lot of people, but this is the first car I've ever built, man. And I mean the ground fucking up. I mean the ground up, dude. So, you know, a lot of people have been doubting me on this car because I'm not a mechanic, that's for sure. And I'm just learning as I go. So until then, guys, have a good one.